Today I'm gonna build a real civilization on Minecraft using MineColonies mode. This mod allows you to construct magnificent buildings and welcome active citizens, miners, lumberjacks, builders, or even soldiers. Each contributes to the defense and growth of the city. In the previous episode, I started by attacking a barbarian camp, but to be honest, I quickly found myself overwhelmed by a real army. So I returned to Bobidom to build additional houses. And the construction didn't stop there, because I fortified my city and recruited soldiers, and let me now tell you the rest of my adventure. And here I go for another day on my MineColonies adventure. And I'd like to start this day by finishing Mailer Square. The idea is to extend the pattern I made on the ground here. The pattern is made of coarse dirt and path, and it reaches the houses on this side. And I will take the opportunity to remove all the grass, and that's it for the path and the street here that leads to the door. Now I need more coarse dirt, and for that some gravel. I found a cave on the south of Bobidom, and I think there's gravel and iron inside. I still use a lot of coarse dirt for the path and floors of the houses, and a vein of 8 iron won't hurt. I will also take the coal, I don't have that much left. Great, another vein of iron, and that's it for this little mining strip. I don't need any more for the moment, and all is left is to replace the grass blocks with coarse dirt. And I hope I will have enough blocks. In the end, one stack was enough. So I have to complete my defense quest, and Margot is in her house. She thanks me on the behalf of the entire colony for building the guard towers and offers me a block of iron. I will take the iron. You can see that it's raining outside because the tavern is packed. And Naomi offers me a quest in which I have to build a restaurant for the colony. The idea is that thanks to the restaurant, the inhabitants will be able to feed themselves, and I won't have to feed them manually anymore. Speaking of numbers, I don't even know how many inhabitants I have. So let's see, my colony has 10 inhabitants without including me, 2 builders, a farmer and forester, 2 soldiers, a miner, and 3 unemployed people. And by the way, on the right are all the statistics of my colony, so let's give work to the 3 unemployed people. I have some space here to the right of the entrance, but I think there's a much more interesting building that could be built instead of a restaurant, and the other issue is that the restaurant is actually huge, at least in this version, because there's another one with a more reasonable size. I hesitated a lot between the 2 versions, and I found the first one is too big compared to my other buildings. In addition to that, the second one has a nice roof. My idea was to add another house here to create a group of 4 buildings, and I'm thinking of placing the restaurant here on the left next to the tavern so that it is close to the town hall as well. It could be placed up there, and I'm thinking of extending the wall a little bit to do it properly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's it. I've placed 6 straight wall segments. At least I can see the position of the walls here. However, it will require a lot of materials. Oh no, I'm being attacked! But now I have soldiers defending the colony. Before dealing with the barbarians, I will finish placing the restaurant, and I think this place is good. And what was I saying? They took care of the barbarians, and it looks great. Overall, the resources are the same, except that this time I will have with extra shingles and roof with different shapes. If Dyer has done a good job, I should already have all the widths. Not bad, and I will have to craft some hay bales, and I'll need a couple of wood, roofing materials with some oak planks, support. Perfect. And let's now do the same thing but for corner roofs this time. Oh, and there is a problem. What is going on? Oh, and Dyer is sick. She asks me to either build a hospital to treat her or to give her a carrot and a potato to cure. I'm going for the potato plus carrot version because I don't have a hospital yet. Oh, and she's healing. And while I'm at it, I'm going to go and inspect Naomi's work. She's collecting the cobblestone for me, and I'm really starting to need a lot of it. 3 stacks won't be enough to build the walls, And what about the mine? It's getting deeper and deeper. I can see that she made good use of all the materials I gave her. She's currently digging at this level, and apparently there's no plans to develop it further for the moment. The first gallery has just appeared, and I see these little signs indicating which level I'm at. And I will also have to assign her a god to protect her against the dangers. And Zane just told me that he's sick too. I hope the epidemic doesn't spread. And for the restaurant I have all the resources I need, and still I will probably have to rearrange the buildings by importance. Indeed, in the town hall I have 6 segments of walls waiting to be built, so I put the restaurant back in first position. If Kyler wants to build it, at least, because it doesn't look good either. I gave him carrots and potatoes and he seems to be doing better. And now it's up to build the restaurant. Perfect. As a reward for it, you will have a very good meal to eat. And what a magnificent restaurant. And I see there's already someone inside, who is none other than Zane, the new cook. Let's take a quick tour of the owner. Here there is a really nice kitchen with the restaurant block, and there a large oven, and opposite to the kitchen there are tables, and I have a feeling they won't remain empty for long. And Zane asks me to add dishes to the menu. Well, let's look at the restaurant interface. Here I have a list of the available fuels, including coal, and there I have the list of dishes that can be cooked. And what just happened? Ansley died while building the wall. Oh my god, what the hell is this mess? She dug so deep for the foundation that she ended up in the middle of the cavern I filled in, and I think she got blown up by a creeper. Oh, that's so sad. I'm gonna fill it quickly before there's another accident. There you go, I think the new builder will be safe. And I see that I already have my miner and my lumberjack who are starving. I was planning on giving them cooked potatoes and bread, but it seems like really poor quality food. The dishes in orange here are from the MineColonies mod, and it seems they make the citizens way much happier. For now I made a menu made of carrots and apples. The issue is that regular food not coming from MineColonies mode is 4 times less nutritious. So I will look for a dish that can be easily cooked. What seems very good is cow's milk. From it I can make some bottles of milk, and then I can use the bottles to craft yogurt. And even better, honestly it looks like pretty good food to me. There are a lot of cows around Bobidon, which will allow me to make a stock even before having a cow breeder. However, for the bottles I will need glass and therefore sand, and I don't have any. That's not too much of a problem. There is a lot of sand available southwest of the city. I'm gonna get some there, and I now have 3 stacks of sand, which should be more than enough. And to craft the bottles I need a lot of glass and a little bit of wood. 5 times 4 makes 20. And can I fill them directly from the cows? Yes, it works. I love it. It is so satisfying. I won't even need a breeder. And here I am with large bottles of milk, and with just 1 bottle of milk I can make a yogurt. I think it is by far the most cost effective. I used up all my bottles to make yogurt, and I got back my bottles after crafting the yogurt. Does it mean I can do it over and over again? And I hope my citizens like this product. I've completely changed the menu, and they will get cheese and yogurt. Oh, and look who is in the kitchen. You must be hungry. I've given my builders time to finish up the walls, and it's starting to look great. The line between the inside and the outside of the city is much clearer, and the wall isn't finished yet. And I will have to extend it on the right here until I reach the lake. And I'm getting attacked while talking about the walls. Not so bad actually. Oh no, my wall is located on the south, it's useless. I think I will build the wall on the other side. once I have an idea of the size of my city. I spot the barbarian camp there, looks like there are 3, and I'm asking my 2 soldiers to follow me to defend the colony and attack the barbarians. But they have time to sneak up to Miner Square, already 2 dead, and the 3rd shouldn't last long. Great guys, well done, we got the little victory sound. It was really quick, and I'm gonna ask them to patrol again. And now I see a new quest that appeared in my journal, and it's offered by Kyler. The name is Bob and Wendy, a very curious name. And where is Kyler? Looks like he's in his room. He congratulates me for everything I've built so far, and asks me to upgrade my builder's huts to level 2, so that I can upgrade all my other buildings. It sounds very tempting. I wanna know what my buildings will look like, but before there is a building I absolutely have to build. The block is crafted with a chest, and it's a storage warehouse. In the warehouse I will be able to store a lot of resources, and to move the resources I will need some couriers. Don't think I'm gonna move everything by myself. On the contrary, the couriers will be able to directly find the resources among my various buildings, and on the other end they will be able to find the resources among the warehouse and bring them to my builders. And the warehouse at level 1 allows for 2 couriers, so let's build 2 houses. To me, the warehouse should have a strategic location next to the buildings over there that produce resources and all the citizens inside the city that will use the resources. Which is why I think the location here next to the gate is a perfect location. And this is what the warehouse looks like, and I'm glad I have space because this building is huge. And looking at the shape of the building, I like the idea of placing it here because it will create a small square here at the entrance as well as 2 streets. And look at the size of this warehouse construction site. It's huge. As for the resources, there is no problem. All I need is wood, and I have that. On the other end, I will need a lot of dirt to level the ground, and all I have left to do is to place the 2 delivery huts next to the warehouse. Let's put one here in the space that is left, and the other one next to the existing house. The delivery house has 2 variations, and I'm gonna build the first one in front of the restaurant. The second one is L-shaped, and I think I will build it next to the existing house, which will make a street that goes there to the east. And to build these huts, all I need again is wood. That's good news because I'm a little bit short of stone at the moment. I think you're starting to know the drill, and it is high time to start a new time lapse. And I will maybe redo some walls, I don't know yet, but in any case, enjoy the time lapse.
Under the trees, I found a box of black pearls. I couldn't believe that it could change our known world. Under the stars, one night I opened it up, and your voice
And what a time lapse. The city is starting to look imposing. As you enter, you can see on the right the warehouse that has been built. If I go inside, there are a lot of racks, and there are delivery people going back and forth inside, delivering the resources. And the resources are sorted between the different racks. There are already quite a few resources inside. And while I'm visiting, I'm curious to see the two new houses of Bobidom. The first one is here with a fairly brief ground floor and an upper floor that I can't access. And if I now go to see the second hut, it is made up of two buildings, one of which is large and has a chest in particular, and it's when I have this view here that I'm happy to play with the elevation gain. Honestly, it gives an impression of density and it's very pretty to me. Oh, and looks like someone has a new quest for me. It tells me about an item that could be very useful to me. I'm curious to know what it's for, and to be able to use it I have to connect it to the 10 hall, and that's done. So from what I understand, the clipboard shows all the requests from my citizens. For example, I can see that my gods would like to have some armors, and that Naomi in the mine needs some more resources to craft a gallery. And with these delivery guys, my life will be easier. And I also took the opportunity to add some walls here on the right of the door. My idea will probably be to extend it to the lake, and I wonder whether the barbarians can actually swim, because in that case it would be less protective. And for the future, I think I will extend Bobidom up there on the hill. And as I speak to you, I am on my 125th day. It goes quickly because I sleep every night, and I'm very happy with what Bobidom looks like today. My citizens can now produce resources and move them by themselves, and a large part of the basic buildings are already built. And I can't wait to do the next quest, in which I will have to upgrade all my buildings to level 2. I'm very proud of the progress made so far, and I thank you for all your comments. If you're new, please subscribe so that you don't miss the rest of the adventure. And I'll see you in the next episode.